Okay, so we're at another property now, a similar ranch style property, slightly different floor plan. It has been rehabbed and there's a tenant about to move in. So I just want to take you through and show you some of the features so you can get an idea of what you need to do to attract that $925 odd. Laminate flooring is often very common through the entry.
Through the entryway, yeah.
Obviously very hard wearing for rentals.
Mm-hmm. And some of the guys, what they're doing is they're taking laminate all the way through.
Yeah.
So if this needs to be replaced, rather than doing the carpet, they'll take laminate on the bottom floor.
So again, going for the slightly thicker foam underneath the carpet, it just will wear
not
a
on
little
this
better.
one. This one's just cleaned.
Yeah. So this one's not new, but it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Just a very cosy feel. Obviously left the lights on. You can see the standard of the kitchen in here is quite good. Timber cabinets, probably a grade above like a general laminate. It's some kind of laminate, but not a bad finish. Open sort of window through to the lounge area. Have you put all new appliances through here again?
Yeah, these were here.
Existing.
This made this house really attractive.
Yeah, right. So this was all just here.
All here.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So you're talking a $2,100 package to have all these
Exactly.
appliances.
Yeah. Really nice living area. Again, I gather the fire is functional.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This side, this particular street here is the most desirable because of the proximity to the wood.
Yeah.
And it's just a little better maintained.
In fact, I think with this property, just because of the lay of the land, there's actually much more of a sense of a back garden.
It gives the appearance of, yeah.
And in a lot of properties that we've seen in Atlanta, it actually backs onto these kind of woody, woodland sort of areas, which, just from my perspective as a place to live is just a huge plus, which a lot of the other urban cities just don't offer. They just don't have this kind of thing. So again, did you have to replace the laminate here, or was that?
No, this was here. All they did was trim this around, and I was really surprised because I budgeted for the carpet to be replaced.
Yeah, right.
And
Like
they found a new carpet.
a spare toilet powder room here, which is probably really, I'd say consistent with an Australian sort of concept, which I haven't seen in many other properties. This looks like it's the laundry here, right here. So again, pretty decent sized space. What I have seen in a lot of the other homes that we've seen is almost like a wall cavity for a laundry rather than a separate room. So that's a big plus.
Absolutely, that's what was attractive about this place as well.
Yeah. So one of the things I can see is already a feature of this house is the use of these rounded windows, just letting in a little more light. I can see that they've replaced the blinds in here. Again, really generous proportions for the master bedroom. I think in a lot of properties that I've seen, often the master bedroom, they compromise on the size, so this is great. And again, a massive bathroom for the ensuite, separate toilet. Bath looks like it's either been re-enamelled or replaced. It's looking in fantastic condition. This tapware looks very new. Great sort of vanity set there, and separate shower, which is great. And again, a massive walk-in wardrobe. I gather you basically have to put in your own hanging racks here, but you can see that all this has been replaced and is new. So, generally speaking, I think with these sorts of properties, because they are slightly newer, a new coat of paint and replacement of carpet or cleaning of carpets and some minimal fixtures and fittings, things like towel racks and the like, seem to just give the whole place just a real facelift. Okay, so this is the main bathroom here. So I guess in this particular house you'd have the kids mainly using this, so that's a decent size. Absolutely unbelievable size bedrooms for kids. I mean, it's not too dissimilar to the master bedroom. You've got a really decent closet space in all of the bedrooms. I'm sort of getting the sense that it's pretty standard in a lot of these newer homes to have walk-in wardrobes or standard built-in wardrobes. So again, you can see for a child or a teenager that would be ample space. So again, massive, generous rooms. And one of the great features that a lot of these Atlanta homes have is the very high ceilings. They seem to really even though from an architectural perspective you're compromising a little in terms of floor space, just that sense of space from high ceilings just seems to appeal greatly to a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay. And I think because of the backyard, it's a little different.
Well, it actually has a backyard,
Yes.
whereas that place I think just backed immediately onto the woods.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can sort of get a sense that these little things obviously give more street appeal and curb appeal.
Yeah. Now we were ready to come down to 9 because I was trying to move her into a 2-year lease.
Yep.
And I offered her the option. I said we can negotiate down if you choose, but she chose to stay at the 1 year. So I said, okay, we're not budging on the number. So
Okay.
and so she kept it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that sort of a concern though when they're not open to negotiating?
No, it isn't because I think she'll stay. She just didn't want to commit to the 2-year lease.
Yeah, sure.
And so I thought, oh, that's fine, but she's got some children, and she's just going through a transition in her life. So she's got a good paying job. So I feel she'll probably stay because this area is good, and she has no desire to buy. And of course, with the park and the shopping and all that. So.